Did you know that up to 95% of the people that attempt to use the law of attraction to manifest their desires see no noticeable results? The truth is that most people fail to use the law of attraction properly. This video will reveal 7 steps to effectively use the law of attraction to manifest your desires fast. Step 1. Clarity of thought. In other words, know exactly what you want most and form a clear mental movie or picture of it. It's amazing how many people claim to want an amazing life yet don't even have an idea of what that life looks like. This is the most fundamental step in the process. How can you manifest something if you don't even know exactly what you're trying to manifest? Look at the world we live in. Everything you see that was made by man, everything you use in your daily life, it all began in the mind of a single individual. Have you ever really considered this? Perhaps you know this already, but do you really look at the world that way? Or do you take this man-made world for granted without really seeing the magic of it? Let's begin looking at the world a little differently. From now on, start tracing everything in this physical world back to its true source. Imagination. When you fully realize that this man-made world began in imagination, you will start taking your own imagination a lot more seriously. You will begin to consciously direct your imagination toward what you intend to manifest rather than letting it run wild all the time. Know exactly what you want most and form a clear mental movie or picture of it. Take as much time as you need to develop this image. Practice visualizing it every single day until it is crystal clear. Step 2. Frequency of thought. Now that you know what you want, you need to impress your subconscious mind with the image of it so that you naturally and effortlessly begin to manifest it. This is the real secret to making the law of attraction work miracles for you. If you fail to get the image to the subconscious level, nothing is going to change for you. The first step to reprogramming the subconscious mind is by repetition of the thought you would like to be impressed upon it. Repetition creates new neural pathways in your brain that change your sense of reality. For example, if you repeat the mental image of yourself as a very wealthy person enough times, you will embed that image into the subconscious and create a natural tendency to seek out opportunities for creating wealth. You will invariably be drawn to exactly what you need in order to create wealth for yourself. It is actually impossible for you not to create wealth as long as you maintain the image of wealth in your subconscious mind. This is a profound truth that you must discover for yourself. There are 2 ways to think of this. 1. You attract what you think about. And 2. What you think about attracts you. The first is the more esoteric or mystical way of thinking about the law of attraction. The second is the more practical way of thinking about the law of attraction. It doesn't actually matter which way you think of it, it works just the same. Impress your subconscious mind with a clear mental picture or movie of what you desire to be, do, or have, and you will invariably be attracted to exactly that. To summarize this step, think about what you want to manifest very often so that you reprogram your subconscious mind with the image of it. Step 3. Duration of thought. It is not enough to simply think about what you desire often. You can think about something 100 times a day, but if you are only thinking about that thing for 1 second every time, that's a total duration of less than 2 minutes in the whole day. If you hold the image for, say, 10 minutes every day, you're going to be able to manifest that thing 5 times faster than if you only held the image for 2 minutes per day. If you only hold an image in mind for a few seconds every time you think about it, it's not going to do much to program the subconscious. You need to hold the image for a longer duration of time so that your subconscious really has a chance to grasp and absorb what you are trying to program it with. When you combine the frequency of thought with the duration of thought, you can program the subconscious very quickly, and thus manifest things very quickly as well. Just remember, every time you generate the mental movie or image of what you desire, hold it in mind for as long as possible. Step 4. Feel worthy of the result you want. This is where it gets a little tricky. Basically, you need to have a very high level of self-confidence in order to master manifestation, and confidence can take some time to develop if you don't have much of it already. The kind of confidence here is a confidence that runs deep. It's the kind of confidence where you feel 100% certain about yourself and your ability to have everything you want in life with zero hesitation or doubt. You might call it extreme faith. You will know you have this confidence when you find yourself feeling extremely energetic and alive. Essentially, you bring yourself into a place where you feel as if everything you could ever desire was already yours. And this is the biggest secret of them all when it comes to manifesting. Step number 5. Surrender the need for a result. Let go of the result. When you feel like you need something, you are coming from a place of lack rather than a place of abundance, and therefore, you will attract lack and not abundance. It is only when you feel complete and whole within yourself that those desires begin to manifest with record speed. So, stop worrying about when you are going to get what you want. Think about what you want, hold the image in mind, but then let go and let the universe do the rest of the work for you. Manifestation is actually effortless when you get out of your own way. If it feels like you are trying to manifest something, you're doing it wrong. The process should feel joyful, not stressful. Step 6. Lives according to higher virtues. Personal power comes from living your life according to certain virtues and principles. Someone who lives according to the virtues of love and kindness is going to have much more power to attract good things into their life than someone who lives with greed or the need for domination. This should be obvious, but unfortunately, most people on this planet still do not understand this fundamental truth. You cannot attract good things into your life when you are coming from a negative place within yourself. When you are selfish, you may attract material things, but you will repel love and respect from others, and therefore you'll probably be a very miserable person. The best reason to live according to higher principles is the peace of mind it brings. True happiness comes not from what your life looks like on the outside but rather who you are on the inside. Here are some principles you may want to consider aligning your life with. Humility rather than pride. Understanding rather than judgment. Personal responsibility rather than blaming. Generosity rather than greed. Forgiveness rather than resentment. Have these principles always on your mind, and you will be far more likely to live your life in alignment with them. Step 7. Raise your personal level of consciousness. Everyone on Earth has a personal level of consciousness that can actually be measured on a numerical scale. How high or low you are on this scale will determine how you perceive life. It will dictate what kinds of thoughts and emotions you have, what kind of actions you take, what kind of relationships you have, how much money you make, and pretty much has a direct influence on every single area of your life. For this reason, it is absolutely essential that you learn how to raise your personal level of consciousness if you want to live an amazing life. Think of it like a magnet. The higher on the scale you go, the more powerful of a magnet you become and the more easily you can manifest things using the law of attraction. No matter how hard you try to manifest things using the law of attraction, you will fail if you are coming from a low level of consciousness. Raising your level of consciousness is the most important thing you could ever do because it directly influences not only what you are able to attract but is also responsible for how much happiness and peace of mind you experience. So, hope you got value out of this video, and if you do, consider subscribing and see you in the next video.